Good morning. I am Kodili-nye. I just want to have a discussion with you today. Wherever you are joining me from, wherever time zone, I am Kodili-nye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We want to have a discussion, but before we do, I'm going to acknowledge the new subscribers who have recently joined us, and you're all welcome to the family. You are much appreciated. Remember to share the videos to your friends, liking it, commenting, and putting on notification button for subsequent videos. And my promise to you is not to disappoint, but to bring you content that are worth watching and very, very important to you. And the returning subscribers, thank you for coming back again. Thank you for supporting us. We're here for you. I am here for you. Thank you for considering coming back, and continue to like and share the videos. What can we discuss this morning? What do you think? There are a lot of things to discuss, but according to the latest news in Nigeria, Enugu State. We are going to discuss about Enugu State. Enugu State is a southeastern state of Nigeria with, it was, let's just look at this place, you know, see the traffic. I'm just on my way to my daily show, and you can see the traffic. You can see the traffic already building up today. That's today being Wednesday. Today being Wednesday, 11th of October 2023. The traffic building up already, and we are marching on. So what are we talking about? We are talking about Enugu State, Nigeria. And Enugu State has a governor by the name Mr. PeterMba. He was elected some few months ago, although the election was very controversial because many thought that he did not win the election because of the popular mantra of change in the state, which have been ruled by PDP over the years without not much to show for. But the last governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, did not do favor to the party because of his lack of innovation in government and lack of vision. And there was a popular mantra that a time to change 24 years of PDP rule in the state. And you can see as Nigeria also was looking for a change of the corrupt APC government, the same thing was happening also for PDP in the state level in Enugu State. And finally, the election was done and dusted. Many people were celebrating that they won, only to be shocked by order from Abuja that the INEC chairperson or chairman should declare PeterMba instead of the overall person of many people thought that won the election. And there was most of the analysts was of the fact that PDP lost the election, because you can see how the election progressed. Even PDP themselves knew that they lost the election. But that's not what we are discussing today. But the new man in the government seat is still there. The appeal court was able to delay his removal by a controversial judgment, which is rampant now in Nigeria, where the courts, not the people, are the one electing these politicians, which is very sad for any democracy if the democracy is not by the people anymore, but by the courts, which, as you know, in Nigerian court system is highly corrupt and can be bought over by these self-interest, especially from these politicians, career politicians who only think about the next meal that will come from the state coffers. But they're still waiting for the Supreme Court to actually look at the case again and review it. But until then, PeterMba is still the governor of Enugu State, and the state has to continue moving. And that's exactly what we are going to discuss. But last night, the breaking news was that he just went for a massive loan of 170 billion Nigerian currency, which running in millions of dollars. Because some people say that since he took over, there's nothing going on in the state. Although he was promising heaven and earth, but he keep on saying to them it's because of the rain and because of the rain. But you can see the rain has been a weapon to be used of deception in Nigeria by the Nigerian politicians, especially in the southern Nigeria, where most of the politicians says, oh, during the rain we don't build road, we don't build this, we don't build that, which is a fallacy, because the rain has to come, but it should not stop any project if anybody want to do the project. So now, last night there was a breaking news that the House of Assembly suddenly approved 170 billion for Mr. PeterMba of Enugu State, a loan facility for him. I don't know exactly now the amount of the budgeted figure for the year, but it might be on that region or a little more. So, and people were talking about why taking this huge money, whereas you know that you might be going anytime that the Supreme Court might finally rule on the controversial election. What if those money disappear, like most of these politicians does? They approve the loans and just share it around, because Nigeria is a country of just sharing, not production, but sharing, borrowing and sharing, consumption, just consuming, not thinking about how to produce. So that's been the case, and many Ndi Enugu, as they are called, were rattled, because they were thinking about what will happen to this money and the loan burden to many of the citizens, even those yet to be born. And they were of the fact that should this having approved this loan, that they were not thinking that this loan is meant for something good for the state. So they were thinking that, because they're already thinking that maybe because of the controversial election, that the governor might be forced out of of power, especially if the Supreme Court actually interpret the Constitution and do the right thing. That's what they are thinking about. So, and this has been generating a lot of ripples in the state. Many of the state citizens are suffering from the economic downfall in Nigeria, lack of money, jobs, a lack of good transport, and the food crisis in Nigeria, which is also endemic. The roads are virtually empty because the cost of fuel is, Nigerian fuel is at the rate is even more expensive than a lot of Western countries that are not fuel producers. So now we're going to discuss about it. What do you think about this loan? Do you think this loan will be misappropriated? Do you think that this loan will not be used for the benefit of Enugu? What's your view? What's your view? You can like and comment. You can comment here. Let's discuss about it. Although it's not a live video or broadcast, but you can still comment, and we'll look at it and continue on this discussion. It's very, very important for us to continue on this discussion because of the interest of Enugu, and a lot of people that are talking about it in the mass media and print media and online vlogs and all those things. Now, PeterMba, let us look at some of the promises PeterMba, sorry for my mistake, promised Enugu State citizen. He said because Enugu lack water, clean water supply, because of the topography of that place is quite hilly, and lack of water has been endemic in that state. Over the years, most of the governors did not see provision of water supply, clean drinking water, as a priority, which is a fallacy, because if the people cannot find clean drinking water, it exposes them to many diseases and health situations that are not good for them. But he made a promise of solving this problem within 6 months. He said he will solve this problem within 6 months, especially in the city of Enugu, which is the capital of Enugu State. So, and people were saying, how will we achieve that? I could remember that I listened to one of the interview. The journalists keep on asking him repeatedly, how will you do that? So he was not actually giving more specific on how he will achieve that within 6 months, but he was saying, like Nigerian politicians, sugar-coated promises that there is no specific on how he can achieve that, because to supply this water need a lot of resources, not only a lot of resources, but a lot of facilities, infrastructures to be put in place, especially the pipes that has been old in the state, in the city, that need to be completely changed. Let us just look at this. You look at this again. Let us look at this place. Look at this place, very lovely. Look at this place, because before we continue our discussion, look at it's lovely here, lovely here, lovely here, lovely here. This is how it should be. This is how Enugu State should be, if they have politicians that think out of the box, who love their state. This is how it is. It should be. So let's continue our discussion. So he made a lot of promises. One, he made a promise of constructing within 4 years 10,000 kilometers of roads, and without actually explaining how he can do that. Personally, I know how this thing can be achieved. It can be achieved, but these politicians make these promises without telling you exactly how they can achieve them. So let's keep on discussing. Now, there is nothing wrong in taking loans. There is nothing wrong in taking loans. Loans can be taken for the overall interest of the state or any place, or to increase the production level or infrastructural development. So if PeterMba, the governor of Enugu State, is taking a loan of 170 billion, the loan should be judiciously used, and accountability should be the watchword. Everything should be open, especially where this money is going to be invested on, especially being transparent and making sure that the money, any money spent, is what is spent on. And it's very important to invest in something that can pay back those money, instead of spending it in something that cannot increase the economic potentials of the state. Water, if invested, some of the money is invested in water generation or water reticulation, it will bring billions instantly to the state, and also bring about job opportunities, which is lacking in the state. Between now and next year, Enugu should look at creating 50 to 100,000 jobs in order to help curtail the high unemployment level in the state. So the government, with that amount, should look at a way of creating jobs. And a lot of key infrastructure like roads in Enugu State, especially in the city of Enugu State, need to be dealt with. Issue of security, which is affecting the state, and not only that state, but a lot of places in Nigeria should be also invested on. And the health facilities that have been in the state that are lacking proper infrastructure should be looked at. Industrial parks and production, industrial park should be enhanced. Looking at also the issue of getting loans to small businesses, so that to keep them in production is very, very important, because this will also help the state and also return some of the money as interest. So this is one of the things we are discussing about. So should he not have taken the loan? If the loan is going to be used for the overall interest of the state, why not? But if the loan is not going to be used, it's not good for the loan to be taken. So let's discuss about it. I am saying Kodili-nye. I'm just waiting for your comments. Continue to share this vlog, this video, and may the Lord continue to bless you. Have a wonderful time as we are finishing our vlog today, as we are discussing about this. And you can also bring to me whatever you think we should be discussing as well. And remember, we are all family. Together we can make things work. Enugu State must work. The coal city state, the 0442 state, it must work. It must work. So we will continue on this Enugu State issue in the subsequent vlogs. God bless you, and bye.